Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, winter has made a return. We got a balmy 15 degrees this morning, about a 25-mile-an-hour wind out of the west. We got snow, we got blowing snow, and to be honest with you, after the drama the last couple days, dealing with some unfortunate, ugly-ass people, we are just going to go out and fish. I've got absolutely no game plan today. I'm exhausted. We're going to go grab the X100 clam, grab the heater, grab some tunes, grab some Wisco Meats jerky, some Red Bull. Got a pocket full of waxies. The short rods are back out. We're just going to go park the shelter on a high percentage panfishy area where there should be multi-species and hope that something, is enticed by our cadence and swims under our hole and we catch it. That's the kind of day we're going to have today, and sometimes I think we all need that, and today's that day for me. So maybe we catch them, maybe we don't. If I get anything decent to put on camera, we will. So we're just going to go fish because, that's what we do. Well, I gotta tell you, there's still plenty of ice up here in the North Woods. Can't speak for every area, but this little nook of Northwest Wisco is still well over 20 inches of good ice. Just came off the access, which is in great shape. Just a little icy, but I tell you what, we really needed this snow. Yesterday, we were penguin walking all over the ice. So yeah, this will give us a little bit of traction. I think they're calling for 1 to 3. I'd actually take the 3 inches because, well, number one for traction, and number two for a little bit of a noise buffer when we're fishing some of the shallower water. So yeah, we're gonna get set up. We're gonna get the shack up and get the heat going. And like I said, we're just parking today, and we're gonna have ourselves a good old-fashioned ice fishing day. Let's go. Boy, I'm glad that there's fish here in this spot because it is nasty outside. That is your quintessential eater bluegill to start the day. Ton of fish down there, and I was not worried because this fish is a high percentage area, but with the storm coming in and the high winds might have pushed them off this spot, especially with no snow cover. But yeah, they're still here, so should be a fun day setting hooks. We're gonna get them big, we're gonna get them small. We've set hooks on them all. It don't matter. We're not prejudiced against all kinds of fish here. Here, the bottom is just stacked right now. I'm sitting here talking to the camera when I should be fishing. Feels like a better fish. Yeah. Nothing wrong with this toter. That's a good one, huh? Loving that orange belly, those stripes. The old scud missile, just like the last couple days here. Beautiful fish. Hope I'm not getting it too close to the camera. I'm just showing you the beauty of it. Here, let me back up a little bit so you can get a better perspective of it. Beautiful Northwoods, Wisconsin panfish. We'll give her the old Salemi stretch. Beautiful fish anyhow, huh? Let's get her back. Keep swinging. I tell you, I went to step out of the shack here and grab some snacky poos, a little Wisco meats pepper jerky. And I had it in my travel bag with all my other snacks for our guys' trip down to La Crosse, and I made the unfortunate discovery that I had spilt not one, not two, but 3 jars of Gulp juice in my travel bag, all over my food, all over my jig boxes that I was stuffing down in there, all over my batteries that were in there. So, yeah, got that going on. That's gonna be a doozy to clean off. If you've ever done that before, you know what it smells like. So, yeah, just thought I'd share that with you while I'm having some snacky poos. It's just flavor, I guess. Just made that change to shallower brush. We were catching them all this morning, and all of a sudden nothing on the screen. We had a good 20 minutes that I waited it out. I told myself I didn't want to move today, but obviously I can only sit still with no fish on the screen for so long, so we made a little bit of a shallower move, and first drop, nice little eater crappie. The snow has stopped. We're on the back side of that little cold front that moved through, and they've definitely slowed down, but there is fish here up shallow, so we're gonna see what we can do. Nice little eater there. They've slowed down quite a bit. I'm only seeing 2 and 3 fish schools, and they're real lethargic coming up. Not like this morning. In other words, it's become a lot of work, but that's okay. We've already committed it out here today, so we're gonna stick her out, hope for the best. Sun's trying to peek out, so it's not terrible outside right now. A little windy, a little brisk, but slow day. We're piecing it together though. It's definitely not pound town. It's more like one piece at a time. when you get these smaller wolf packs to come in, you really got to get your cadence game on. You really got to dial it down a notch, and just everything's got to be perfect. There can be no line spin. Everything, the waxworm's got to be flowing down there just right. It's not like when they're fired up and you got 5 or 6 fish competing for your bait, So, good fish though. We'll take it. Feels like a decent fish. Not a mega tanker, but well built like the rest of them we've been getting today. I mean, you put a bucket of those together, you're in good shape, eh? Just solidly built all the way around. Let's get it back here, and let's show it off just a little bit. There we go. Pretty colors on that gill. Let's keep swinging. You ever find yourself having a lot of time to think in the shack between schools of fish moving through? So I'm sitting here pondering my own thoughts, and I can't help but to smell myself. My bibs are literally disgusting. Fish slime, waxworm slime, maybe a little bit of spilt gas on there, gulp juice, and a sweat. It's all mixed together, and it's almost to the point where I can't stand myself being in this enclosed space with the heat going on. The heat's only making it worse, but it's cold out. Winter's definitely back, man. The temperatures were pretty decent this morning, and then that front came through, and it was a quick front. Had about 2 hours worth of some pretty heavy wet snow and some wind, and now it's just cold. I don't know what the temp is, but it's definitely in the low teens, I'm guessing. I know when we tried to just hole hop a minute ago, everything was freezing up again. So, but it's going to be temporary. We've got a very, very slow warming pattern leading up to Friday, where it's supposed to be 50 degrees again. And then a cold weekend, back into the mid-teens and close to 0 at night. So actually, we've made 3 inches of ice the last, I don't know, couple of days. We're making ice. It's popping right now. But we're going to make some more ice over the weekend. And then going into March, it looks like a good 10, 12-day stretch of pretty mild weather. They're talking above freezing, like mid-30s into the low 40s, and not getting too cold at night. It'll still just be below freezing, enough to firm things back up, but it's going to be slick out there. The snow did us justice today, but we're going to lose it on Friday, no doubt. So it'll be back to creepers, I guess. But still a lot of season left. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking down on the ice or the conditions at all. It's going to be ever changing. So will the fish. Their behavior will be ever changing, and you've got to be able to adjust with them. So, like I said, we're on a high percentage spot right now. We moved a couple times. The last spot we were at was a deeper weed edge. We caught a bunch of nice little, 9 to 9.5 inch fish over there. And then that kind of died out. And it's about 4 o'clock right now. It's actually 4:06. So we've pulled back onto a high percentage feeding flat that's adjacent to a deep basin. And what'll happen is those fish will pull out of that basin at magic hour. You hear me talk about that all the time, when the sun hits the trees, and we'll have a good hour bite, hopefully, of fish moving up to feed, and then we'll catch them as they move back out as well. So that's where we usually get the majority of our big fish. I know, like, a lot of clients have gotten their PBs around that time, and it just seems to be in the winter and the summer. So that's the pattern up here in this little nook of these 5 or 6 different lakes that we fish. If you just don't have a whole lot of time to fish and want to get out and get a little bit of action, pay attention to the bite windows. And if I had to pick one specific time to fish both open water and ice fishing, it would always, and I mean always, be that last hour of light. It's just incredible fishing. Even on tough weather days, those fish still have to eat, and that's usually when they decide to play ball. So keep that in mind. We're gonna sit here, ponder our thoughts some more, see if we can stand our own stench, because it's pretty potent. I'm not gonna lie, these bibs are definitely getting washed tonight. There's a fish moving in on me real quick here. Hold on, see if we can get them. Denied. But yeah, we're gonna sit here and wait it out, and hopefully we get some more hook sets for you. Tomorrow's gonna be a different day. We're gonna do some crappies tomorrow, and hopefully they cooperate. Just something different, change things up, change the scenery up a little bit. You know, it's, these bluegills are definitely my favorite. I think everybody knows that. But I love crappies too, especially big slabs, and we're gonna be on them tomorrow, hopefully. Just a little tater chip there. So yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And we just came up out of a fish, a school of 4 or 5 fish. She came from the bottom, and she surpassed all those smaller fish to come choke that bait. That's a good one. I don't need to hold that too close. That is a beautiful fish. Boy, for the last, like I said, 3 or 4 days, this color has been something else. I've tried fishing different colors, and I've caught fish on those different colors, but it's been this particular combo that seems like I'm getting more chokage with, and I'll show you that in a minute. We're gonna let this guy go, this gal go. It's still the Scud missile. I'm a big fan of the Widowmaker Scud missile. You can, you know, if you look at all my rod setups, you're either going to see a Scud missile on there from Widowmaker, or you're going to see a drop kick on there from Clam. A few other jigs that I like are, like, especially for my small schoolie rod, I like Lyall Leads. His custom paint jobs are sweet. High quality jigs with sharp hooks too. I've got a lot of those on my schoolie, but yeah, it's that color Scud missile, and it's a custom from Brian and Tim. I had them paint me that because I just like that color with the 2 crushed waxies. That's the program last few days, at least up here in northwest Wisco. Yeah, we're starting to fire up a tad bit down there. Tangled in the deucer, of course. I am famous for that. Boy, that is the perfect little bucket fish right there if I was keeping. That's got fish Sammy all over it. I can almost see the tartar sauce. Heck yeah. Little sourdough. Little extra mayo. I think we're actually, the irony in all of that is we're actually having a little fish fry on Friday night. The wife's making the famous jalapeno mac. I think we're doing some potato wedges too, the KFC style. Yeah. You can tell it's supper time because I'm talking about food again. Somebody's cooking out too, man. I swear I can smell barbecue. It smells absolutely delicious. There he is. Stay out of that damn deucer, please. I'm famous for losing fish in the deucer. It's another little eater. Scrappy. Fun to set hooks on. They're starting to fire up a little bit down there now, I tell you. Oh, he choked that thing. Starting to see a lot more 5 and 6 fish schools opposed to 2 and 3 fish schools. The more competition, the better. They all scattered off while I was fighting that fish, but let's just see how far they went, because I bet they're still down there, right off to the side, just out of the cone range. Yep, here they come back. I really got to get some better camera equipment if I'm going to keep doing this. I know. I prefer you guys could see everything that's happening. But it's just me and the old phone for now. I don't know how far I want to take this YouTube thing. I don't know. It's fun to do. Especially when I get feedback from you guys. That's what it's all about, really. But you always get a bunch of haters too. But I don't worry so much about that. I just worry about me keeping my cool. To be honest with you. Because if you need to know one thing about me, it's that I love fishing. Like, love it. It saved me growing up as a youth, and I've got some of my best childhood memories are with my family fishing, like a lot of you. And when anybody, doesn't matter who you are, anybody tries to tamper or hurt that livelihood in any way, I'm gonna get a little defensive, and I guess it's just human nature. But I would like to keep continuing to do these videos, because it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, a lot of editing, a lot of trying to get everything set up right. So yeah, I think we'll keep on doing it, especially give it a full season open water, because that's going to be a lot of fun. Showing you how these finesse slip floats work and what we can do with them and why they're different than any other slip bobber that's out there right now. So that'll be fun. Yeah, that was a slam fest. Like 5 or 6 fish all over this juice. This one was the winner. Just a little dude. I wish I would have pulled it out of there a little faster, because there were some big marks behind this one. That just a little dude. They're getting fired up though. Down there you can see the way they're reacting to the bait. Not having to do a whole lot of fancy cadence work on it. They are coming up and eat. Yeah, guilty as charged. The wind stopped, so we had to get the long rod back out just to scratch the itch. Another nice little sunset magic hour gill. Not very long, but stout. Yeah, the long rod. I don't know, man. For you guys that fish them, how do you not fish them all the time? I mean, granted, I get when it's like below zero and it's not feasible when you have to be in a shack, but man, these things are a lot of fun. If you guys don't have one yet, I'm not trying to push it on you by any means, but if you're looking for something different, that's a lot of fun. I've said it before. Try one of these long rods, get like anything from a 44 to a 48. Yeah, try it. that's a better one there. That'll play ball all day long. Yep. It's just about that time. It's beautiful out. I hate to go in, but it's dinner time. I'm starving. Sun's going down. Fish are kind of getting to that stage where they're already on their way back out to the basin. So when we might get lucky and pop one or two more, we'll see. But if we don't, thanks for watching. And remember, tomorrow we're going to go do some big crappie fishing. We should be looking, hopefully the fish that we're targeting are going to be anywhere from 12 to, we've gotten them up to 16 3/4 out of there. Now, of course, that's not an everyday occurrence, but they're in there. So hopefully we get a couple hook sets. It's usually not a numbers game. Maybe a half a dozen fish usually, but they're usually all pretty good ones. So we'll see. Well, it's not crappies. We got our asses absolutely handed to us today crappie fishing. We caught 2 fish. Both were, I think, right around 11 inches. We decided to come back here, finish our day. Got a bunch of people out here today, so we're kind of keeping quiet. Trying not to cause too much of a stir. But yeah, we're back in a little cove right now. About 8 feet of water, and we're just pounding away at some more bluegills here. As the sun goes down. Magic hour, baby. You know it. That one feels a little different. It's not digging circles. That's because it is not a circle digger. It's one of them there crappies that we were after this morning. Not quite as big as we were looking for, but that's a good fish. That'll go in anybody's bucket, I'm sure. Nice little pot of fish in this little bay right now. I like it. I like it a lot. That's a toter right there. That's a good one. Look at that. Just crushed that scud missile. That has been the hot ticket all week. Last week and a half, really. Sunset magic hour. If there's one time a day that you can reserve to fish, it's got to be the last hour of daylight. Everything is active. Everything's going to eat. Even if they've been tight-lipped all day, this is their window to feed. Get out here and take advantage of it. Good fish. Yes, sir. Tanker. Tanker. Non-stop gillage going on right now. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Dude, these things just dig on this long rod. Love it, man. Good job, Ted. I'm going to be buying more of these rods. Yeah. Gillage. Look at the hump. Straight up gillage. I know they're not big stone gillage, but for Northwest Wisco, this is pretty darn good. And they are all fired up. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed that we got our asses spanked on the crappies today. But it wasn't for lack of effort, but this sure does make up for it right here. The old salami stretch. Look at that fish. Beautiful. So, really cool thing just happened. I mentioned that there was a bunch of people out here today. Turns out they've rented a VRBO just down the road. And they came up to me. They saw the stickers on my side-by-side. Of course, it's all tattooed up. I put stickers on everything, ask all my buddies. I mean, my mailbox, my garbage can, all three of my refrigerators. I have a sticker fetish, obsession, I don't know what you want to call it. Either way, they said they follow my channel, and they also follow me on social media. That, when you hear that from complete strangers, it's still like, you get a little humbled. And sometimes I'm lost for words when they come up and say that. So, appreciate it. I don't know where they're from. I'm going to go find out. I'm going to go back. I came back to the truck here, or the side-by-side, and grabbed a bunch of Wisco meats that I'm going to go give to them just for saying hi and being nice and not being shady or sneaky or anything like that. I love that. I love good camaraderie and pure ice fishing, man. Pure ice fishing ethics. Wish there was more of that, but we're going to go load them up. You never know. If you come up to me, dude, you see me out here on any of these lakes up here, come say hi. Introduce yourself. I would love to fish with you. I have never met anyone that I have never, ever been cordial to and shared information with. I love fishing. I love talking about fishing. I love fishing people. You know what I mean? So we're going to go load them up with some Wisco meats. All right. That's going to be a wrap for today's adventure. I think we have Sean Cox coming into town tomorrow night. You all remember Sean. He'll be here tomorrow night, Saturday, all day Sunday, and we'll be out grinding. It's supposed to be nice out tomorrow, I think almost 50. And then a little chillier Saturday and Sunday, but we got shacks if need be, and we're still going to chase these fish around. So, good day. A lot of bluegills, not so many crappies, but it is what it is. We salvaged the day pretty well. A lot of nice tanker gills, so the sun is past the trees, the bite slowed down. This guy needs an old-fashioned, and I'm hungry. I hope the wife's got something good going on back in the kitchen there. So, yeah, we'll see you next time for sure. Take care.